Welcome back, everyone, on this Tuesday afternoon. It is certainly a very cold day out there. In fact, we started off this morning with almost everybody across Western Mass below zero. In fact, our morning low in Springfield was -8, and it looks like we're going to do it all over again tomorrow morning. So today and tomorrow are both first alert weather days because of the fact that we are dealing with some frigid cold. Some of the coldest air of the season, in fact. We're looking at daytime highs only in the teens for a lot of locations. We'll barely get to around 20 degrees this afternoon in some locations, but most of us are staying in the teens. And we're going to be looking at wind chills also anywhere between about 0 degrees and -20 degrees. Those lowest numbers most likely going to be in the higher elevation. So the big takeaway here is you're definitely going to want to keep your skin covered if you do have to spend any time outside, because there's going to be that risk for frostbite. In fact, it can set in very quickly. And also, of course, hypothermia by spending extended periods of time outside. You don't want to lose that body heat. So if you do have to be outside for any reason, make sure that you are layered up like crazy. And if you do have to head out early in the morning, especially tomorrow, give your car a few extra minutes to warm up, because it's not going to like starting up first thing in the morning when it's that cold out. Now, the National Weather Service has actually issued a few cold weather alerts for our area. However, they have changed their terminology, so I'm just going to quickly break that down for you. Previously known as wind chill warnings and advisories are now called cold weather advisories and warnings. So a cold weather warning is when wind chills are most likely to be as low as -20 to -25, and frostbite can set in at about 10 to 20 minutes. A wind chill advisory is when wind chills range from -10 to -19 degrees, and the frostbite sets in at about 20 to 30 minutes. So just so that you know that as a basis, there is a cold weather advisory in effect for northern Berkshire County as well as our hill towns in Hampden, Hampshire, and Franklin counties until 10 a.m. tomorrow. And those locations I have the highest chances of seeing those wind chill values dropping between -10 and -19. Not to say that it's not going to be cold in the valley, it certainly will be, but those locations highlighted there have the highest chances of seeing those very, very brutal wind chills coming into tomorrow morning especially. Now, as we move on, we're going to be looking at these cold weather alerts stretching us. I mean, look at this. It's stretching across almost the entire country. It's very, very historic, especially with the fact that it is down into the deep south as well. Our temperatures right now across southern New England, we've popped up to 15 degrees in Springfield. Believe it or not, that's a long way from where we started this morning, but it's still, of course, very cold. We're at 13 right now in Worcester, 10 degrees right now over in Pittsfield. 18 is the temperature right now in Hartford. Looking at the rest of the day today, we may see our temperatures barely graze 20, but overall most of us are going to be in the teens. The Berkshires for sure are going to get stuck in the teens. We're seeing building clouds this afternoon, so we'll go partly to mostly cloudy. And then as we head into the overnight hours, we're actually going to see those skies clear out once again, and temperatures are going to fall. We are going to have a light breeze today. Wind chills will be in the single digits above and below zero. But then once we head into the overnight hours, our skies are going to clear out and our winds are going to go light to calm once again. Those are two very important components we need for efficient cooling. So what that means is our temperatures are going to fall like crazy once again tomorrow morning. So look at this, 6 a.m. We're going to be looking at temperatures about 5 to as much as 10 or more degrees below zero as we wake up first thing tomorrow morning. And then we're going to be on tap for a sunny day, but despite that sunshine, it is going to be really cold. So let's take a look at our future wind chills here. Single digits above zero for the valley, single digits below zero for the higher elevations this afternoon. Looking at tomorrow morning, pretty much single digits below zero in the valley, double digits below zero in the higher elevations. And even tomorrow afternoon, too, we are going to be expecting to see those wind chills only in the teens and single digits. So both today and tomorrow are first alert weather days because of that frigid cold. In fact, we're going to be calling for a low tonight of around -10. So very, very cold. Now, as we head into Wednesday night going into Thursday, we're going to see temperatures right around zero on either side again. But temperatures are going to be getting comfortably into the 20s on Thursday. So that's why it's not a first alert weather day, just because it is going to be a few degrees above that 20-degree mark, and we're not going to be dealing with brutal wind chills well below zero. And then as we head into the weekend, it looks like we're finally going to see those temperatures return closer to normal, back into the 30s. Overall, we're staying dry for the next 10 days, but we are watching the chance to see maybe a few snow showers on Monday. But of course, long way out. We'll continue to narrow down those details as we get closer. But